This is not a spaceship. This is the all-new Hyundai Ioniq 6. I'm Tom Voelk for EV Universe, and this car is kind of a game changer.
The 6 isn't just an Ioniq 5 with bionic Dolphin design. It has some new tech under its swoopy skin. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona for the press launch.
There's quite a price spread when it comes to the Ioniq 6. Go with the base model, rear-wheel drive with the standard range pack, which is 53 kilowatt hours, and the sticker price is $42,700. This happens to be a top trim limited model, the long range pack, which is 77.4 kilowatt hours, and dual motor all-wheel drive. This one goes for $57,400. Not a bad deal when you consider a lot of people think this looks like $1 million. Maybe two.
The 6 does not qualify for federal tax credits. Check with your state. In person, it's a striking piece of future retro sculpture with echoes of the original Mercedes CLS. This touch of Porsche 911 Turbo adds functional aerodynamics. The coefficient of drag is as low as 0.22, among the best in the biz. There are active grille shutters up front. Look past the curves, swoops, and arcs, and there are hundreds, if not thousands, of squares that Hyundai calls pixels, and from different angles, they morph shape. The 4 here telegraph different functions when switching modes and when going from drive to reverse. They can indicate state of charge, too, and 4 dots represents the letter H in Morse code. Ioniq 6 rides on the same E-GMP platform as Ioniq 5, Kia EV6, and Genesis GV60. New refinements extend range. The SE with the big battery is EPA rated at 361 miles. The pack has 7% higher density, there are more efficient motors, and the inverter adds 5% efficiency. The $3,500 all-wheel drive system can fully disengage the front motor. The all-wheel drive Limited that I'm driving makes 320 horsepower and 446 pound-feet of torque to move this 4,600-pound vehicle. Ioniq 5 owners will recognize the graphics, which are configurable. No head-up display, though. Dang. The single-speed transmission is controlled here, freeing up space on the console. The Limited has adjustable performance tones. Drive modes are easy to select. They clearly change the car's dynamics, by the way. Recuperation drag can be reduced here and increased here. I like the charge port near the driver's door. That's personal preference.
Electric Vehicle 101. The rear drive single motor version will get you more range. This dual motor will give you more power, but still, 270 miles of rated range? That is not bad.
The 6 silently rushes to 60 miles an hour in under 5 seconds, easy.
If you want to go faster, maybe there'll be an Ioniq 6N. Hyundai hasn't said anything, but that's just gotta happen.
And Hyundai's sister brand Kia has the EV6 GT, so you gotta figure some of the work has been done already. As it stands, this is no slouch, a good balance of athletics and luxury.
This is kind of fun to chuck into a corner, low center of gravity with the batteries in the floor and all. The Ioniq 6 has its suspension calibrated a little bit more for sport. The Ioniq 5, if you remember, is really tuned more for comfort.
Like any EV, the heft is felt pushing hard into corners. Steering weight changes with the drive mode. There's some road feel, not gobs. With a rated range of 270 miles, or as high as 361 with rear-wheel drive, the 6 could be a travel machine.
I'll tell you, this car would be a great cruiser. It's quiet, it's comfortable. The only noise you really hear is a little bit of wind off the A-pillars, and it's very subtle.
Set a destination in the Navi system, and charging stations plus their status are mapped out, and it preconditions the pack when a station is selected.
Everybody wants to know range, and the EPA rates this at 270 miles. As near as I can tell, I'm getting that, maybe even a little bit better, but you have to remember, conditions are ideal. I've been averaging about 60 miles an hour, and temperatures are in the mid-70s.
That's with limited time. I'm hoping to snag one soon for a thorough range test.
Back the regen off all the way, and this will coast for miles. Dial it all the way in for one pedal driving, There you go. Didn't even touch the brake pedal.
The E-GMP architecture promises quick charging on the road. Using a 350 kilowatt DC fast charging terminal, it can juice up from 10 to 80% in 18 minutes under ideal conditions. At home, charging with 240 volt level 2, it takes around 7 hours. And like Ioniq 5, it has vehicle to load ability.
With this accessory, which goes right in the charge port, here, you can pull electricity out of the battery. There's also, on the Limited, there's an outlet inside the vehicle here. It's about the same as a wall socket in your home. If you're going camping for a few days and you're using it, you can set the discharging limit so you'll have enough power left, so it's not going to drain down your battery, so you can drive home.
At our lunch stop, this one with the 18-inch wheels that improve Ioniq 6's range was powering this refrigerated cart, serving mocktails. Didn't have one. The interior is fashion-forward, too. Many materials are made sustainably. The carpet uses recycled fishing nets. Last year's Diet Coke bottle might be along for the ride. Check this out. It's translucent, a touch that's new to me. Window and lock controls are here. In other markets, these winglets get screens. Rear-view camera systems aren't approved in the US yet. We stick with mirrors. Look, more pixels. No buttons on the doors. Effectively, this ridge is one long grab handle. And there's LED lighting at the bottom of it. In the daylight, it's not all that noticeable, but in the evening, it's a show that impresses. Choose your hue. Different colors can be assigned to different zones. In other words, it can be as tasteful or as gaudy as you like. All but the base model seats are covered in H-Tex, the synthetic stuff. Limited's chairs are not overly adjustable, but they're comfy, heated, and vented. The wheel is leather and heated. If you've been in Ioniq 5, the user interface will look familiar. There are some upgrades, like the charger routing with battery preconditioning, and Ioniq 6 is the first E-GMP car to get full over-the-air update ability. I'm 5'9" and have just enough headroom. Knee, leg, and foot room are generous. 3 average adults will be good to go back here.
The sleek silhouette of the Ioniq 6 makes it look like a useful hatchback. It's not. It's a true sedan, so it's not going to be as handy as the Ioniq 5.
While Model 3 and Polestar 2 are shorter in overall length, both offer more storage in the boot. Polestar by around 3 cubic feet, the Tesla 8. The Hyundai offers up a smallish 11.2 cubes, which is good for 4 carry-on suitcases. And Elon's car has front storage. This does not, really. Hyundai's engineers wanted a more spacious open cabin, and the 6's interior is roomier, especially for those long of leg. Good to see Hyundai go bold with design here. It's as close to the Prophecy concept car as a production vehicle can get, considering governmental requirements and regulations for safety. If you don't need the practicality of an SUV crossover, the Ioniq 6 is a quick, comfortable, and efficient way to make a fashion statement. For EV Universe, I'm Tom Voelk.